Alright, welcome back. I'm just gonna get right into the game. My eyes
Beavis.
Welcome back to DDLC unfitting music.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I have to agree.
I third that, honestly. My eyes start from one focus to the next. The hole in the wall. The broken vase. My bloody knuckles. My stinged arm? Stinged arm?
My uncontrollable diarrhea.
Well, I don't know if he has that.
My raging erection.
Alright. There's more to it, I know it. I grab a stack of paper and a pen and begin writing things down. With a slinged arm and busted hand, it looks more like scribbles than anything. I continue to incoherently write my thoughts down. To anyone else, it would only look like a mess of sporadically placed lines, but to me, it's a timeline of all the events. I look at the mess before me. Now, where to begin? What could I have changed? I could have arrived to the house sooner, or was it too late? Earlier than that, I continued to shoot my pupils to different parts of the scribbles. What's stirred this? The argument? The messages? The boys? The medication? Earlier than that. Yuri's home life. If only I'd met her sooner. No. I should have stopped Monica from telling everyone. My mind races from one thought to the next. I should have paid more attention to those texts. I should have kept an eye on Yuri and made sure she was taking her meds. How could I have not known she wasn't taking her meds? I shot this to an empty kitchen. No response. That's fine. This is fine. I'm fine. A mess of papers on the counter says otherwise. If only it didn't take me so long to break down the door. Or maybe if I called 911 sooner. All these thoughts continue to form a hurricane within my head. It's making me dizzy. What if I didn't visit Sire in the hospital? It had to be that. I wasted too much time. Or was Yuri already gone by the morning? I should ask her. How would I do that? I look up at my ceiling. Hey? Anyone there? I'd like to make a deal. Get no response yet again. Any chance I can get Yuri back? I'll pay you. I'll become a better person if that's what you want to hear. I shout louder at my ceiling. My head sinks down in shame and I stare back at my maelstrom of paper. I whisper to myself. I've gone insane. Like a deer, my head jerks to the sudden sound of my doorbell. I open the door with as little effort as possible. Natsuki appears on the other side. Hey. It's for horses. I water myself with with as little enthusiasm as possible. Can I come in? I guess. I turn around and walk back into the living room. Could care less if Natsuki follows me. She follows me into the cell I call home. So you doing alright? I think so. I don't look at her. Instead, I stand hunched over, eyes staring blankly at the ground behind her. Natsuki begins to take a look around my house. Her eyes glance in the hole in the wall, then at me. Then at the potted plant, then at me. Then at the scribbled markings on the counter, and then back at me. Okay? Throw my hands up dismissively. I don't want to hear it. I just want to stand in silence for a moment. She opens her mouth to protest, but then closes it. Sounds is a fragile thing. Can be broken by just a lisp of a tongue. Makes you wonder, how can something so heavy be so delicate at the same time? Why? Why what? Why did you come here? To check up on you. Why? Did you feel bad for me? Worried I'd kill myself? Afraid I'll go jump off the nearest bridge and drown myself just so I can see Yuri? You're all the same. You, the doctor, the kids in the school, me. I tried to be different, I really did. You're different. If that were true, Yuri would have still be alive. This entire time I fight to hold back my tears. The feelings of sorrow smothers me completely. She really did love you. I know. It's why it hurts so much. I look away from Natsuki, trying to hide the fact that I'm crying. Can you please just leave? I'll be fine. I assure her. I just need some time alone to think. Thank you for coming and checking up on me. I know you mean well, but I'd rather be alone right now. She stands there quietly for a moment. I wish I could go back. Believe me, I really do. But we can't, Hogarn. I'm really sorry for what happened. I feel the same as you. All this time my friend was hurting and I never knew. Some nights I lie awake wondering where it went wrong. What I could have done to change it all. But there's no use in letting it consume you. You have to move on from your past. She looks down at the ground sullenly. I know I did. She recollects herself and faces me again. You have to accept what happened eventually. I know it's hard, but time heals all wounds. With that, she turns on her heels and leaves my house. She's wrong. Time doesn't heal wounds. Time just lets you grow numb to the pain. I stare back up at my ceiling. I just want her back. I just want to hold her again. Look into her eyes one last time. At least let me say goodbye. I fall to my knees. I'm back in the spot I woke this morning. On the uncomfortable carpet, I decide to close my eyes once again. Depression. Outside is a smile, inside is a frown. Outside you see a hole, inside is just the pieces. Outside is warm, inside is cold. Outside there's emotion, inside there's emptiness. Outside you hear laughter, inside there's only silence. Outside there's a smell of flowers, inside it's a rotten and tainted. Outside is a bright sunny day, inside is dark, stormy night. Outside can find success, inside knows only failure. Outside is just lies, outside is a mask. Inside the mask is pain, inside the mask is fear. Inside the mask is nothing at all, because I am nothing until I put on the mask.
That's a good one too.
That one is pretty good.
I can't know who I was until I put on the mask.
I jolt awake and
Reminds me of Lelouch.
You're a big guy. Or you?
If I'm being totally honest, I've never seen that anime. I know what that is though.
Yeah, he's
You
a guy
will.
from. Yeah, you listen to those songs. You know all about Code Gas.
Yeah, I love Code Gas.
I jolt awake in my cold sweat. I look around my room. How did I even get here? Last thing I remember was Natsuki visiting yesterday. Was that yesterday? What day is it? I look outside my window. There's nothing but gray. I climb out of bed and immediately fall to my knees. Ugh. My head is throbbing. I head towards the bathroom to cool off. I turn on the cold water and begin to rinse my face. Over the running of the faucet, I hear an ominous voice. You failure. Huh? My head jerks up and I find myself face to face with my reflection. He has a twisted grin on his face. What's happening? You couldn't save her. What's wrong with you? Do you know how important you were to her? Stop it. You let her die alone. No. Stop it. She died alone. Shut up. I cover my ears and my hands. With my hands. I squeeze my ears so tightly my ear canals begin to hurt. Not real. Well, I'm as real as you are. I am just a reflection of you after all. He or I say that in a matter-of-fact way. You can't hide from yourself. Stop talking to me. Do you know how much you meant to her? Why are you doing this? You meant everything to her. And then you just yelled right in her face. This is insanity. Insanity? Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity? Shut up. Please? I lean my head atop the counter. My tears leave my eyes and crash onto the tile. You're going to need going to need a wet floor sign. Fuck you. Whoa, there's no way to speak to yourself. That's no way to speak to yourself. I hate you. You seem to forget that I am you. So therefore you hate yourself. It makes sense, really. You're mad, depressed, in denial. Those terms sound familiar. I'm not depressed. Is that why you've been crying? Why you screamed when no one can even hear you? I sure hope you don't try to hang yourself. Shut up! Punch my glass self in his face. Shattered pieces fall to the ground in a symphony of crashes. I stare down at the broken pieces. With shaking hands, I pick up a long shard of glass. It's only thick enough for to see my own eyes. It scares me. The emptiness in my eyes. I look up to what remains of my mirror. My condensing self is gone, broken. My eyes shoot back down to the shard in my hand. With my right hand, I firmly grasp it. My vision begins to crane towards the blank canvas that is my left arm. Like reading a book, right?
Firmly grasp it.
This glass, my pen. My blood, the ink. I press the cold glass against my skin. My body shivers upon contact. My hands continue to shake violently. I angle the blade long ways and clench my eyes shut. Just one cut. I just have to see her again. Can't go on like this. I just want to be with her. I just want to see her. My breathing grows heavier and heavier. My arms refuse to move. Do it. Do it. Damn it. I drop the glass shard and it breaks into an even smaller pieces among impact. Can't do it. My breaths grow shallow. I slide down my bathroom wall until I reach the floor. Can't do it. I huddle into the fetal position on my freezing tiles. My body lays still in a puddle of blood and tears. The broken remnants of my mirror in front of me. Tears continue to pour out my face. Why, Yuri? Why is it that every time you make me cry, I love you a little bit more? I continue to cry until I can't cry anymore. I cry until I no longer feel the pain inside. Acceptance. Time doesn't heal all wounds, it just allows you to become numb to the pain. It's been a long ride. There's a lot of things I wish I didn't do. I bottled all my pain inside, but now I have to let it go. Let go of you. The memories we made, all the time we shared, all the love we gave, all that perfume in your hair. Your name is etched into my heart. Your laugh will ring through my ears. I refuse to let me be torn apart. I won't be consumed by my fears. I continue life without you in mind, and live every day just for you. My wounds will heal given time, as you sit there in that sky of blue. You'll lay there still without a sound, and fly up to heaven's sky. The casket sinks into the ground, and thus I say my last goodbye to my amethyst angel. My eyes open ever so slowly. What? My body grows into a state of shock. The hell? How did I get here? I pan my eyes along the landscape. How am I here? I was at home. I remember falling asleep on the floor. Ugh. The low-hanging sun blinds my vision. I raise my hand to shield my eyes. Suddenly I spot a figure in the distance. I slowly walk towards it. Slowly but surely the figure starts to take form. Huh? I pick up my pace. Yuri? Yuri! I wave my arms to get her attention. Eventually I arrive just a few feet from her. She finally notices me. Hello, Mogaren. I took her I take a look around at the landscape. Yuri has her back turned towards me as if she's looking at the same scene as me. She gives me a sidelong glance. Yuri, what's going on? What do you mean? Am I dead? Do you feel dead? Pat my hands along my body. No? Is this a dream or is this real? Aren't dreams just reflections of the real world? Now is not the time for riddles. I begin to take some steps and reach out to her. What the? I press my hands in front of me. Ripples float through their eye. Ripples float through the air. There's some sort of magical barrier between me and her. I'm having a hard time getting through this.
Want to take a break?
No, we'll get this scene done.
Okay.
I can't get through. I bang my hands against the wall. Yuri finally turns to me. We're not ready yet. What? Her voice has an echoey, almost organic sound to it. It sounds far away, but so clear at the same time. No. Please? Please let me in. I wish I could. But if I let you, you wouldn't be able to go back. What if I don't want to go back? I want to be with you. I know. But you have others who rely on you. They need you. I'll just let them down like I let you down. Yuri gives me a puzzled look. I'm sorry. I begin to cry. My tears glide down my cheeks to my chin before crashing down to earth. So sorry. This is all my fault. I shouldn't have yelled at you. I should have been there to support you when you needed me. Tell me, Morgan. Why do you blame yourself? Isn't it obvious? I didn't do anything to help you. You have no idea how much you helped me. If it weren't for you, I would have taken my life long before. I would have died without at least knowing what true love is like. I can't imagine a worse way to go. But I don't want you to go. I respond in a shrill voice. It hurts to talk through my tears. I can't do this without you. Did my poem not mean anything to you? It meant every word I said. How can you be so quick to forgive me? Again? You were never to blame in the first place. I hang my head and continue to sob. Now my tears just spill straight from my eye sockets. I don't know what to do. I need your help. There has to be a way to bring you back. I think we both know that's not possible. My voice drops down to a whisper. I know. It's just so hard. My heart just refuses to move on. It's like my mind is telling me it's not worth it anymore. Why live when the only thing worth living for is gone? And the reason she's gone is because of me. I continue to hang my head in sorrow and watch as my tears hit the dirt. Can you answer me another question for me, Morgan? Okay. Hypothetically, if you were to be diagnosed with cancer tomorrow, would you blame yourself for getting sick? What? That was a random question. No. No, I wouldn't. She steps closer to me, as close as this invisible barrier will allow her. Then why do you blame yourself for having depression? I look up at her. Yuri stares at me. No, not at me. It's like she's staring directly into my soul. She's staring at my true self. I'm found speechless. The words she's saying toss and turn in my head. You have to go now. Wait, but you have your own life to live. You have other people counting on you. Please don't make the same mistake I did. What about you? What about us? She gives me a soft smile. I can't wait for you. Perhaps I can see you again. We can hold hands just like we used to. Now it's my turn to give her a soft smile. A soft, teary-eyed smile. Yuri, I think I finally learned what love is. Did you know? I nod. She gives me a look as if she knows I was going.
Big breaths, big breaths.
As if she knew I was going to say that this whole time. Perhaps you can tell me what the meaning is. Okay. What the meaning is when we see each other again. Well, that's... But now you have some... Dude.
Tough. Scene is tough.
But now you have someone waiting for you. What? Okay? Okay? Okay, and where are you? Huh? Oh, dude, I can't... I don't think I'll be able to get to the 30-minute mark.
Oh man. Yeah, keep going through, man.
We could end it here, or we could take a small break.
I'll probably just end it here instead.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for watching and have a good one. This fucking game kills me.